I'm your host today, Roman Blevins, and this is the Republican Talk Show. I have a special guest today, Michael Lepore.
Hi, thank you. And I am here to talk about girls and how they dress. Listen, girls, or women, or any. When you wear something, just because you wear it smaller, it doesn't look better. Your flab hangs out. It doesn't look good. You just wear what you normally would wear.
Well, I understand the point that you're trying to get out here, but we're not trying to be offensive or anything. We're just
of course.
We're just.
But I'm just
trying
saying.
To bring a point here.
Yeah, a lot of girls do that. I'm not talking about young girls. I'm talking about like 25s, 30s. You know.
I mean,
it's that specific.
If you wanna, I'm not trash on people. I really don't care if you guys, if you're a lady, you get offended. Come on, you look at yourself in the mirror. All right. You go to a store and this girl, she wants to. Michael has a story. You tell this lady that's what happened. Tell your whole story. Go on.
If someone has like a size 14, you're a size 14. Don't wear a size 12. Just wear a size 14. You don't have to wear something that doesn't really match your size. It doesn't really matter what you wear as long as you look good. That's what I'm saying.
And I basically think that's the right thing as well. Next subject.
And I'm saying, don't get offended, but
it doesn't really matter because people will get offended or not. I mean, come on, we're just telling the truth here. I mean, things like this have to be taken account. I mean, you go to store, all right? If people call you, another topic I was gonna bring up later, but I'm gonna bring it up right now. Another topic is if you're fat and no one tells you that you're fat, you're not gonna lose weight. You just need to continue to maintain or gain fat, and you think it's mean that people call you fat, of course. But I know a couple of people who were called fat. Someone told them that they were. They thought it was mean. But you know what? If you know that you're fat, and someone's telling you, you're gonna do something about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna do something about it.
And ladies, we're not specifically talking about you. Not at all, right?
Yeah, no, we're just saying in general,
yeah.
Right? And the majority of people.
Anyone.
Next subject is going to be on North Korea and their tensions.
Yes,
their artillery has been fired into North Korea. Hopefully, I just hope as much as I can that North Korea is not going to go to war with South Korea.
Yes,
and this is going to cause massive destruction. So I hope they don't go to war with each other because it's going to cause massive destruction and it may affect us too. Korea has the 4th largest army in the world, all right, and we have troops there in Iraq. We have them in Korea. Everybody's tensions are high. Of course, there's going to be violence after they just fired artillery, but Kim Jong-il is no longer their leader. I think his son is, and if they converse in this violence, something's gonna happen. I just hope they don't go into war because North Korea has many nuclear weapons. And speaking of nuclear weapons, there's no winning to a nuclear war. It's not even fair warfare, like Bo said earlier. A nuclear war is not even fair. It's not like you use a weapon. It kills everybody. What do you think, Michael?
I think that honestly, nuclear war is not necessary. And I think it was unnecessary for North Korea on South Korea to launch over 1,000 shells on their land and kill over 2 people, and that's still a big deal. Even one person.
I mean, it was catastrophe. It was chaos, pure chaos.
Yes, annihilated an entire city. And if this war really does happen, because our carriers are right there, and I heard that China has helped Korea develop a new stealth aircraft carrier killing missile, and if this war does happen, then this could be like the World War III. China could
it wouldn't probably be a World War III. I'm not sure. It'd probably be like I was thinking about the war in Iraq. Wouldn't that be considered World War III? But no.
Yes, but
World War III would be like America, China, everybody killing each other. That World War III is basically Armageddon.
Left allies versus right allies. And China has a lot of soldiers. But it turns out Japan is now with us. They put stuff aside. It was kind of weird when I heard about it. I heard about it from someone, and they really said that they put aside the differences because they hate China for their ancient beliefs. So they joined with us and they put everything aside.
But North Korea and South Korea, you guys gotta fix yourself.
Yeah.
You got communist leaders there. You
can't
get reason with a radical, okay?
This is the 60th anniversary of the Korean War. You know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yes, it is the 60th anniversary. And if this war does happen, a lot of Chinese soldiers, a lot.
Oh, the Chinese army is
huge.
It's huge. And they got like 1 billion people living in China.
The third or second.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to look that up later.
It's either Russia or China.
A local issue we'd like to bring up in our country. Relieving the deficit. All right. I found out that I had this picture, and I showed in a previous video that a deficit started in 1935, and so you guys can't blame Bush for creating the deficit, because the deficit has been created for this past 100 years, and it just builds up. All right. But when we start going to the new millennium, the deficit rose. People added to it, and we didn't fix it. It went steadily up. We tried to fix it steadily, and now it looks like it's going up. So what do you have to think? What do you have to say, man?
Honestly, I think that it was during the Great Depression, that was 1935, because 1920 through 1930 was called Golden Age. But then they started taking up so much money. It was just more they
collapse of the stock market ruined everything.
It could just not carry on with the Golden Age. So 1920 to 1930, then the Great Depression happened, and then World War II continued on. And all that. But that has nothing to do with it.
Actually, we did spend some money on that.
Yes, I know.
But it's minor.
But
now, when we look at it, it's gone up. You know, I like to mention things on earlier episodes.
Yeah.
President Bush was a great president, but he just made the Republicans look stupid.
He did make some foolish decisions.
Of course he did. And all the presidents do. But look at what he made the Republicans look like. Look. And
they make us
the Democrats will say Bush did this. Bush made. When you see a liberal and they say that Bush made the deficit, tell them that they're wrong. President Bush did not create the deficit.
They made
the deficit has created itself in 1935. You can show them the chart, and Bush did not create 13 trillion in debt. All right, but he did add to it, and Obama is adding to it, and they think it's gonna so-called fix the economy. My idea to fix the deficit is to wipe it out. Just make it non-existent like a credit card, chop it all up, start over again. I don't know how that's going to work, but we need some more ideas, and each person, according to the debtchart.com, you go over on that website, it says that each individual in America owes $42,000 to resolve the debt, every single citizen.
Yes, I think they just made a mockery of the Republicans.
Of course they did. Of course. I mean, look at our reputation.
It was just ridiculous. The Democrats have to stand up for themselves and stop blaming it on the Republicans.
They have nothing else to do but make a scapegoat.
They have to take the responsibility for their actions and admit they did some of this too. Hey, we messed up, but they messed up too, and they're doing it even worse.
Oh, but I'm trying to make Republicans right now be good Republicans. By what I mean by good is, you know, don't do what the previous Republicans, big corporation people, you know.
The Democrats?
Listen. What happens is that we don't look good. We gotta fix ourselves. We gotta stop stealing. Stop lying to the people. Oh, of course.
Yes.
It's politics. Politicians will lie.
Of
course they will.
Yeah.
But we need to fix ourselves so the Republicans look good. Now we take back the House. There's lots of Republicans in the government now.
Yeah, it's like Marco Rubio and Rick Scott.
Yeah, Rick Scott here in Florida. It's good. People are seeing a change. But if the Republicans mess this up, I fear that Barack Obama's going to get elected again in 2012 because they'll blame it on the Republican. Yeah. Another big issue I want to bring up is the TSA and their bounty scanners. A guy came up to me on my other video called Don't Touch My Junk TSA Man. And in that video, the guy asked me, why is it such a big deal but because people get touched? Well, you know...
Oh, he has no idea.
I mean... it's a personal issue, and the majority don't want it. It's what the majority wants, and what we think is right. And the guy, I don't know, but you know, they were saying he was talking about it and saying that why should people make a big deal of it? Of course, you should make a big deal out of it. All right, I mean, no. The thing is, the TSA singles out people who don't even look like a terrorist. They single out an old lady. They even made a decrepit child take off his braces and go through the security. And they told him he had to take the braces off. And the TSA think they have we need to get these individuals themselves. They think they have so much power. In 2008, there was a report where a TSA security worker told a man in front of public that he's God and he has power, and trying to say that he has all the power in the world because he's a TSA agent. And I just don't want people. You go to an airport, all right, and would you want to get touched and patted down? And I mean, of course, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting touched lightly in the pubescent areas, but come on, if you go to the airport, all right, and they thoroughly pat your groin areas, all right, in your body, come on, you're gonna hide a. It's just common sense is needed in this. We're not gonna pat down a 2-year-old girl, all right. In front of his mother.
That's just child abuse. That's just.
I mean that is. And if you have a problem with it, if you're a liberal thinking that the TSA is actually helping people, they're not. They're not. It's called security theater. It makes people think that the government's doing something to stop.
What are they gonna do? Put a bomb inside the kid's mouth? Of course not.
I mean, yeah, these terrorists do things, but. I want you guys to tell me what you think. My opinion is I think TSA body scanners and the pat downs are unnecessary. It's just a waste of time. It makes people think that the government's trying to do something about it, but they're really not. It's a security theater. Michael? What would you do if you went to the airport and they singled you out? What if you opted out, which means you decided not to take the body scanner? What if you opted out?
They probably arrest me and kick me out, but.
They wouldn't arrest you. What do you mean they would arrest you? They wouldn't arrest you.
They would kick me out. They wouldn't let me through.
No, they would arrest you. I mean, they tell you they'll yell opt out, and they'll get a guy to give you a pat down.
Yes, but what if you don't want that?
Then you can't go on the airplane.
Exactly. That is just the will. That's just the will. Just not get touched or like by a pedophile.
Make a new song. There's a song up there.
Yeah.
Don't touch my junk. Don't touch my junk. That was a very catchy song.
That's awesome.
It was a good. What do you mean stop? Wait, the listeners want to get a bit of humor on the show too. I mean, but we're serious. We talk about political stuff, but we don't have to be so stuck up. You see these news people on Fox News. Yeah, they're really good. But you know what? This is YouTube.
I know.
People out here enjoy our show because we have humor. We're intelligent about it, and we're not complete idiots talking about things we don't know. Alright? And as long as we do that, continue our great show. What do you want to say?
On our next video, we're going to talk about how people shouldn't take us as joke. We are serious.
Yeah, we are serious. Of course we are. And that's enough. That's all the time we have today on the Republican Talk Show. I'm your host, Jerome Blevins, and special guest Michael Lepore. Thank you for being on the show.